Well, everyone, we're back here at Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. We're on July 1st through 3rd, 1863. Over 7,000 people died and over 50,000 people were missing, killed, or wounded. This is one of the most haunted towns in the world, and that's why we are back again. We're going back to the Jennie Wade House. We're going back to the orphanage. However, this time we will be the first people to ever investigate the second floor where Rosa Carmichael herself lived. And then finally, a new location which we've never been to before in the 15 times we've been here, the Farnsworth House, which is where the bullet that killed Jennie Wade came from. The Farnsworth House was also used as a Civil War hospital, and it's said that hundreds of people died within its walls. There's also said to be a haunted mirror in there, and there's even a door in the basement in which Lorraine Warren drew a crucifix on the door to keep what she said was an evil entity inside. However, this time I'm kicking things up to a whole new level after what Noah did to me during the trilogy. He's way over there at the Iverson pits, which is the first haunted spot, and so he can't hear me, and I'm gonna tell you guys what his challenge is. Up there, Jake is explaining my challenge. It seems like he's gonna go down to the pit and do my challenge or something along with the orphanage, because he said it has to do something with my childhood worst fear. I'm getting him back for what he did to me in the trilogy. I will be doing to him exactly what Rosa Carmichael did to those kids that she tortured and maybe even killed in the orphanage. I first came here when I was 6 years old. Ever since I went into that orphanage, I was absolutely terrified to go anywhere else. When he was a kid, we were in the basement on a tour in the orphanage, and he heard a little girl crying. It was his first paranormal experience. It scared him to death, and he still talks about it to this day. So I'm gonna be sending him back to that exact spot in the basement where he heard that cry. I will be handcuffing him to the wall with his hands behind his back, just like Rosa did to those kids, and I will be leaving him there in the complete darkness for 20 minutes. And he's gonna get a taste of exactly what those tortured kids felt. Maybe we'll get Rosa coming back. Maybe we can then pick up on the kid spirits that are said to be there. And I think it'll push Noah to a whole nother level. This is gonna be an intense return to Gettysburg. So hopefully it doesn't go too hard on me. I'm ready to kick off the part 2 of Gettysburg. On the third day of the Battle of Gettysburg, July 3rd, 1863, the Confederates had control of the south side of the town and the Union soldiers had control of the north side. So Jennie and her family were actually in the middle of the fighting on that day. You can see actual bullet holes littering this entire building from the fighting that day. Most of these, or a lot of these, would have actually been fired from the Farnsworth House, our third stop of the day, because in the attic there was actually a Confederate sharpshooter nest where they were sniping at the Union soldiers that were using this building for cover. And Jennie happened to be in the middle of it. So on the third day of the battle, July 3rd, 1863, at around 8:30 in the morning, Jennie Wade was inside in the kitchen baking some bread for the Union soldiers that were surrounding this house, and a bullet entered right here from the Farnsworth House. Entered through this door, went through a second door, and struck Jennie in the back, killing her instantly. After Jennie died, the Union soldiers came inside the building, found Jennie's body dead on the floor. 2 Union soldiers picked up her body, they took it up the stairs, and this was actually a duplex, so when they got upstairs, they couldn't get to the other side to safety. Because like I said, the Confederates were on this side shooting at them, so they couldn't just exit out here. So they actually took the butts of their muskets and busted down one of the walls up there until they could finally get her body through and get down to the other side for safety. Once they were there, they brought her body into the cellar, where her body laid for the next couple of days. Her family and the soldiers stayed down there mourning her loss, and there's even a replica of her body laying there on the table. One of the spirits in this building that's kind of unrelated to the whole Jennie Wade death situation is actually Jennie Wade's father. It is said that his spirit is still in the basement protecting her body to this day. Last time we were here, we got an EVP saying his name, James. James, whoever, who is down here? And it's said that he's one of the more malevolent and evil presences in this building. And this leads us to our next stop, which is actually the Children's Orphanage, which is right there. That's stop number 2. And it's actually connected to the Jennie Wade House because the kids, as you know, were tortured by Rosa Carmichael, the evil head matron. And they would actually come over here to the Jennie Wade House out in the yard. This all used to be grass, to play, to hang out. And it's said that inside the Jennie Wade House, a lot of those children's spirits still reside in there at the place where they were the happiest. We are now at part 2 of our 3-part lockdown here in Gettysburg. We're at the Children's Orphanage, which is right behind the camera here. As you can see, the battlefield is not even 50 yards behind me. So we are on the battlefield from the Battle of Gettysburg. So on top of the children's spirits, on top of Jennie Wade, there could also be hundreds, if not thousands, of dead soldiers and their spirits still lingering in these buildings. This is the infamous orphanage. This orphanage was built as a home for the children whose fathers died during the Civil War, some of them even in the Battle of Gettysburg. And this was a place for them to receive the care they otherwise would have had their dads not died in battle. At first, this place was ran great. The children were involved in the community. They were well fed, well cared for. But then Rosa J. Carmichael took over. And it is said that she tortured kids in the basement, shackled them with their hands behind their backs to the walls, placed them in barrels of cold water for them to freeze over simple things such as stealing bread, because she was also starving them to death. After a boy was found in an outhouse out back, freezing in the middle of winter by some civilians, she was brought to trial. She was charged $20 and told to get out of town, and she was never seen again.
We're here with Tom in the upper floors of the orphanage, and he actually lives here, and he has some stories for us to know.
Anyway, I've lived in this apartment for 2 years now. It's obviously in a very haunted building, the Children's Orphanage, and I do have a fair share of activity here. And I will first point out one experience I had about 6 months ago. I was actually taking an afternoon nap on that couch right there. And when I woke up from the nap, standing at the foot of the couch, I saw a woman in a black Victorian dress, and her hair was up in a bun. This was the living quarters of Rosa J. Carmichael. Perhaps she was visiting me. I did what any brave man would do. I went under the covers and turned away, and she was gone. But I did have that experience. This painting or portrait has been in my family for over 100 years. And there are 3 spirits attached to this picture, a family, an Italian family. And I have spoke to them through EVPs during my time living here. I capture a lot of EVPs in this apartment, ranging from children's voices to what I believe I've actually communicated with Rosa J. Carmichael and Dr. Borns, who was one of the board members of the orphanage. One of the interesting things that happen here is this reading lamp. And I very rarely use the lamp myself, and it's remote control. The remote is on the floor there, and the reading lamp will periodically turn on by itself, usually when the spirits are trying to get my attention. Occasionally I ask the spirits, can you turn this light on? And usually within the next day it will turn on. Now, I had a strange experience one day when I had 3 things happen within 15 minutes. In my bedroom here is a portrait, which is sort of fastened to the wall here. And one afternoon, I was in my living room, and this flew off the dresser, didn't knock anything off the dresser itself, and landed on the floor, made a loud noise, and I was kind of surprised. And as I was trying to figure out how that might have happened, another thing happened. My kitchen window right over here, which is held up by a pretty solid piece of wood. These are old windows, but this window slammed shut by itself. The wood stayed intact. And the third thing that happened is I have a parakeet, and the gate of his cage flung open about 5 minutes later. That never happened before or since. So sometimes the spirits do try to get my attention.
All right, so we're now down here in the basement of the orphanage, in the actual area where Rosa would torture these kids. Back on this back wall here, you can actually see the original chains that she would shackle kids to the wall. So you can imagine a kid, it's a little 4-year-old, 6-year-old, 8-year-old kid here, shackled to the wall like this, in the darkness, not being able to see a thing, maybe rats eating at his toes. It was not a pleasant sight, and it shows how evil Rosa truly was. We're now going back to the pit. I'm now in the actual pit, the dungeon, the solitary confinement cell that Rosa would torture these kids in. She would put a barrel of freezing cold water, and she would actually dunk the kids in just high enough so they could breathe. But as their toes got tired and they couldn't hold themselves up, they would start literally drowning. And it's not known how many kids could have possibly died from this cruel punishment. And you can feel the energy down here, the sadness, the darkness. Speaking of sadness and darkness, our third stop is just as dark and just as sad. The Civil War Hospital, the Sniper's Nest, the Farnsworth House. All right, this is stop number 3 on our 3-part investigation. the Farnsworth House. This building has its current name, the Farnsworth House, from a soldier, Elon John Farnsworth, who died during the Battle of Gettysburg near here. On the first day of the fighting, Confederate soldiers took over the southern end of town, which included this building behind us. And being that it is one of the oldest and tallest buildings in the area, it quickly became used as a sniper's post so they could snipe at the Union soldiers positioned on each cemetery hill, exactly where the Jennie Wade House and the Orphanage is. A lot of the bullets that you see on the Jennie Wade House actually would have came from that attic window right there, where Confederate soldiers were sniping at the Union soldiers by the Jennie Wade House. It is said that one of those bullets missed and struck Jennie Wade in the back, killing her. So this is the spot where the bullet that killed Jennie Wade came from. On top of that, after the battle, this building was used as a Civil War field hospital, just like much of the other buildings in the area, and it is said that hundreds, if not thousands of soldiers died right there in the cellar doors behind me in the basement. On top of that, in the basement, there's actually a crucifix painted on one of the doors that Lorraine Warren herself drew because she said that there was an evil entity behind that door. So those are the 3 locations on a 3-part lockdown, the 3 most haunted and most famous buildings in all of Gettysburg. It's gonna be one hell of a night. We are back in Gettysburg, man. Beginning with the Jennie Wade House, which is for me the creepiest spot here. Orphanage basement is probably the most haunted, but there's just something off about this whole house. I don't know what it is. Last time we got lots of voices. Nothing big happened though. I think we should push it. Really see what we can come up with answers. Who's here? We're wearing full Union outfits, uniforms, and this is to represent the 2 Union soldiers who actually carried her body through the house to the other side into the cellar. Yep. And we're actually going to reenact that and see if anything happens. Okay. Let's get in here and I think we should just do a walkthrough, get a vibe, and then we'll break out the gear. Okay. Sound good? Sound good. Dude, let's do this. Gettysburg, bro.
Gettysburg Part 2.
Ready?
Yep. Nope. Yep, I'm good.
Coming in, Jenny. We are locked in. Right behind you is actually the bullet hole that killed Jennie Wade. It went through this hole. She had this door like this, and then it bust through this door, or this hole. And then this is the actual, I don't even know what you call it, man. Table? Bread maker table thing? I don't...
Bread maker?
This is the actual bread maker table thing that Jennie Wade died at. Touch this, man. Go ahead and turn that light bar on. Let's do a walkthrough. Okay. There's Jenny right there.
There's Jennie Wade.
Jenny, any spirits that are here? Whoever? Oh, God. We're here to communicate with you, okay? These are all the original floors, too, Noah.
All original? We mean no disrespect. We just want to communicate with you. We allow you. What the hell was that?
Don't move. Hello? Can you do that again? It's not raining. Hello?
Is there a little child spirit up here?
Can you come up those steps the rest of the way, please? What is happening in this house? No, it's not that. It's the vent.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go.
What was that footstep, dude?
I'm going
Wait, listen. The hell is that?
I'm gonna follow it up. Is anybody in here? Who's making all those noises?
Stand here for a minute and listen. If you're down there, can you make a sound for us?
You wanna go down there?
Yeah. Dude, we didn't hear anything in here last time.
No, it stopped. It completely stopped, bro.
So confused. That was instant footsteps.
I thought we would continue hearing it, but we came down here and nothing's happening now. Like something was up here, making noises, walking around, walking up those stairs.
It was like we chased it out.
I hope not.
Alright, let's just go get gear then.
You playing games with us? Are you a little boy? So here's the Jesus. There's the family. John Wade, George Wade. Nellie Wade, John James Wade.
So we just did a walkthrough. Weird footsteps. You thought you heard a couple growls. There is an AC thing that's like being a little bit raggedy.
But that wasn't what we were hearing.
No, we were hearing floor popping. Okay.
I think I heard a freaking woman's voice.
No, you didn't.
I swear to God, it was over you talking.
What did it say?
It's like, hey.
Hello? Can you hear me? Can you say hey again? Floorboards popping. Someone's upstairs, dude. Just did a walkthrough. We are getting all kinds of activity, so we're gonna immediately jump into this. I have the REM pod. Noah, you have the tri-field. Dude, let's get upstairs and see if we can capture anything. REM pod set. If anything gets near this, it'll go off. Dude, something is happening in this house.
All right.
Okay, so we're in this upper floor. This would have been the bedrooms. This was the side that the Jennie Wade's family lived on. You can see that brick wall over there where we placed the REM pod. That is the actual wall where Union soldiers busted through to get Jennie's body to the other side, because that is what separates this building into two sides, because it was a duplex. Dude, I think that a lot of the activity that's already happening is because we are literally wearing Union soldier uniforms.
We are what they would have first or last saw when Jennie did get unfortunately shot.
Yes.
Like, this is exactly what they saw right after.
I'm Jacob. This is my brother, Noah, over there.
Hello?
There's a little red light over there between the two buildings. If somebody can hear my voice, could you please touch that for me?
Is there a little boy in here? Was your sister's nickname Jen? Was your sister's nickname Jen? Was your sister's nickname Jen? You want to play a couple games with us? You like hide and seek?
Oh, I love hide and seek.
All you have to do is hide from us and we'll come find you.
Dude, did you not hear that?
Footsteps?
Boom, boom, boom.
There was 3
boom.
freaking footsteps,
I heard
dude.
5.
You're 5? I think it was right below me. Could you come up those stairs?
Come up the stairs with us, please. Some of the sounds is the AC. That's the AC behind us. It's like a little vent. But those wood beams popping on this original floor, that is not the AC.
Is there a specific place you would like us to move to? If so, can you make a noise in that place? Or if you want to play more games with us, could you run to your next spot or run towards us? What?
I heard a little kid talking.
No, you didn't.
Yes, dude, it was like, after you said something about you want to play with us and your sentence ended, it was like... That's what I heard.
That's freaking creepy.
Like a little boy.
Are you Jennie's brother? Or are you a kid from the orphanage?
If you're trying to get away from Rosa Carmichael, can you let us know? We're on your side. We believe you. And we're actually going to go talk to Rosa right after this. Alright, Isaac or any other children, we brought you a toy. Alright, we brought you this bear. This is the scare bear. If anything comes up to this and touches it, it will light up like this. Would you like to play with that bear? You're free to. There's any kids here, we're not here to scare you. We brought a bear for you. It's on the bed over there. Could you touch that bear?
I just heard someone talking.
Coming down. We're not upstairs anymore. Could you make one of our equipments go off upstairs?
If you're a little child spirit, can you possibly play a little game with us? Maybe hide and seek? Are you scared of who's in the basement? Could you tell us who's down there? Is it James Wade? Do you know James?
We're going to be going to the Farnsworth House later tonight. That is where it is said that the bullet that went through that hole and killed you came from. You were killed by a Confederate soldier. Do you know that? Does that anger you?
Something outside. No, dude, that was like glass.
Alright, to jumpstart this entire building as we're getting ready to head to the cellar, we are going to reenact the scene of the two Union soldiers finding Jenny's body on the floor and taking her up and over to the other side of this building. This is an event that we think could have just played earlier for us when we heard those footsteps. And it said that it does play all the time, over and over and over again in a loop. So we're going to reenact it ourselves in our full Union soldier outfits and really see if we can jumpstart this place. Ready?
Yep.
Hello?
Does anybody need help? Does anybody need help?
Here? Oh my god.
Oh.
Get this girl some help. Oh my god.
There's snipers being shot.
Okay, let's go. And go. Oh my god. Alright.
Don't drop her. Take it to the other side.
Coming through. Coming across. We have a girl here. Anyone help? Someone help. Oh my god. Dude, we have to get her through this wall. Put it down.
Put it down.
Put it down. Put it down. Muskets. Go. Come on. Alright.
Couple more.
1, 2, 3. Up. Come on.
Don't drop her. Don't drop her.
I got her. Come on. We gotta get into the cellar over here.
Don't drop her.
We're good. We're good. We're good. Come on out. Gotta get in quick. Here we go. Let's get on this table over here.
Okay, let's lie on this bed.
That may seem silly to you guys, but we take this as seriously as we possibly can. We take all measures necessary. That's what it would have been like to have been in this house on July 3rd, 1863. Snipers from the Farnsworth House on the north side of town. Union soldiers over here in Cemetery Hill. That's what it would have been like. Noah, you thought we were about to go into the cellar of the Jennie Wade House. However, I want you to follow me. No. You know what's happening, don't you? As you know, the children from this orphanage in front of me used to go to the Jennie Wade House behind you and play. Now, why did they play over there?
Because Rosa Carmichael wasn't safe.
And Noah, I'm Rosa tonight. You are getting shackled in the basement cellar to the original shackle for 20 minutes. However, you have no lights and I will have the night vision camera facing you. The reason I'm doing it now is because I also want to challenge myself, and there's a very dark entity to be in the basement of the Jennie Wade House, right? So I will be facing that entity by myself. 20 minutes and I will come get you and we'll be done. Let's do it, buddy. Can you handle it? Mm-hmm. All right, Noah. I'm gonna see in that corner exactly where you heard a child crying when you were a kid. That is me taking it back to your childhood, like I said. This is what she did to those kids. Stand up, come here. You will not be able to move. I had to walk alone in the dark corridors at the Indiana State Sanatorium. You locked me in a jail cell, and this is just a little bit of revenge. Oh, you can't. That's my bad. Oh, you got it. All right. And here we go. Good luck, buddy. If you need me, call me, okay?
I can't call you.
What?
I can't call you.
Well, you can...
Your options are horrible.
All right. I'll be back in 20.
This is awful.
I feel absolutely horrible. That was maybe too much.
I'm in the basement of the orphanage by myself. I'm shackled and I am shaking like a leaf and I can't move and I'm stuck and I'm in panorama land.
But it's time for me to go into the basement because I will also be challenging myself, and I'm gonna face James Wade alone. I'll be facing him alone.
Shoot. First time I was here was when I was 6 in 2011. A little child on the ghost tour. And there's some things that scared me to this day, but I'm okay now. I'm not scared of this place.
Noah's over there in the orphanage basement by himself. I'm about to go in there by myself. All right, I'll skedaddle down here for a second. Oh man, oh man. Well, that's great.
I just want to communicate with everyone just down here. Someone just got freaking thrown over there, dude. Oh, this is bad.
We're down here in the basement where Jenny's father is said to be protecting her body, which did lay right there. And this is not ideal. I'm gonna set the REM pod up. All right, so that's set up. James Wade. Listen, I'm sorry that you lost your daughter.
I'm in the basement of an orphanage by myself in the complete darkness. The worst challenge Jake's ever done or I've ever done. And these 20 minutes are gonna go by really slow. Normal investigators come down here and investigate with lights on, with a bunch of people, but nobody's ever done this. I think it's safe to say I'm the first person. You know, if they say where we're going, we don't need lights. And that's exactly what's happening right now. I'm surprised Jake's doing this because he is in the basement of the Jennie Wade House.
There's Jenny's body. Are you okay if I hold? What? Dude, that went off. The REM pod went off right when I held her hand. Are you okay if I hold her hand? Tom got an EVP down here a little bit ago that suggested that James might be down here. Is that true? Oh, I hate this. James, I mean no disrespect. I can't imagine losing my daughter. James, is that you over there? If you would like me to get out of the cellar, could you make that REM pod go off? One more time?
This freaking sucks, dude. This freaking sucks. Damn, fix my freaking head. I just unshackled myself. I'm gonna shackle myself back up something. Freaking dropped my hat, man. I wish my father was here, like he was on my first ghost tour. I'm gonna try to push my nose. Okay, I got an itch on my nose. Okay. Could you possibly mess with that bear on the table?
I don't like it down here at all. Well. Oh my god, that's creepy. That's not even a girl. It's a man. Bruh. Well, I guess I'll go to where the REM pod went off. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude. Oh my god, dude. I just heard something over there and I'm locked in the cellar. Could you do that again?
I want to talk about my week so far. Okay, so the first day we got into Gettysburg. Took some pictures, and then we went back to the farmhouse, we slept, and now it's Monday. Monday, Halloween day. We wake up. What do we do?
Oh my god, if I think this is bad, imagine Noah, dude. Holy crap. James, Jenny, whoever might be down here, Union soldiers, Confederate soldiers, please let yourself be known, okay? I'm just here to communicate. I don't mean to disrespect anything or anybody. James, were you locked up at Eastern State Penitentiary? If so, could you make that red light go off? James Wade, I presume. James, Jenny's body isn't down here anymore. Do you know that? She's buried at the cemetery across the street. that just went off. You do know that, okay? Then why are you down here? Why are you down here still? I'm just curious. Hello? Could you do one more thing for me? I don't know if you can travel between, or if there's any kids in here that can travel between, but could you go to the orphanage with my brother? All right, it's been good talking with you. I'm gonna head to the orphanage.
Please tell me that's Jacob. Please tell me that's Jacob.
It's me!
Jacob! Oh, let's go! Oh, let's go! Oh, let's go! Oh, let's go!
How was it?
Oh, man. Can you put my hat back on for me, please?
Got you, brother.
Thanks, my friend.
Here, you're free. Let's go.
Oh, man.
You did it. The rest of the night is easy now. Nothing will be harder than that.
We got special access to go into the upper floors of the orphanage, Tom's apartment. There's a lot of known hauntings here. We're gonna investigate it for the first time ever in paranormal and Gettysburg history.
All right, bro, so we just get up here. I say we go exactly to where he saw an apparition of possibly Rosa standing beside him as he was sleeping. And I got the REM pod. We should just set it up in there and see what we can come up with at first.
Okay.
So if there's any spirits in here with us, my name's Jake, this is Noah, you've seen us before. We're here to communicate with you, whether you're Rosa, whether you're a little child. And if you could, please feel free to turn on this lamp. Alright, we get the REM pod set up. If anything comes close to this, like the apparition of Rosa that Tom saw standing right here,
Can you get closer to that and touch the antenna?
Is that me somehow? Oh, what is going on? Okay, so I think we should just sit in here and try to contact Rosa, whoever he might have seen here. Okay. If anybody's in this building, in this apartment with us, feel free to make yourself known. Could you try touching this red light that's over there on the counter for me? Do you hear that too?
Yeah.
Coming from his room?
I heard a tap in his room.
Yeah. Should we follow it? This is the painting that he said one day he was in that room we were just in and he heard a crash and it somehow was on the ground, but nothing here was knocked over.
That means they
Something
would have had to levitate it and then throw it.
This painting that I'm touching was levitated by a damn spirit, dude.
Could you levitate me?
Bro.
Since you can levitate paintings, can you levitate me?
Do you want to try the Care Bear? Because Tom did say that this was like the old nursery. This is where the kids would play.
If anybody's in here with us, right here, I have a Scare Bear. This is a motion detected EMF reader, kind of. If something touches it, it will light up.
If there's any kids in here, I know this is said to be the nursery where you used to play. I'm sure you had a lot of fun in here. If we brought you a bear, it'll light up and giggle if you touch it. Could you try touching that bear? Why don't you go sit in that room you were just in and I'll sit here.
Okay.
And we'll see if anything happens.
Alright, I'm back in this room.
My name is Jake and I'm here to communicate with you. Who's the one who turns on the lamp all the time? Are you Rosa? Are you Adam? Are you a different spirit, like a child spirit? If so, you can play with that bear that's on the bed. Go ahead and crawl up there and touch the bear for me. Rosa, I'm sure you know us by now. We've been here a million times. Can you please show yourself to us? I want to meet you. No, did you hear that? Did you hear that, dude? I heard someone going upstairs.
upstairs?
Yes. Or it was almost like it was in here, because it was like back behind me somehow, but there's nothing over there. Okay guys, so I have the SB11 Spirit Box and a pair of headphones. The biggest question that Tom has, and really that we have and everybody has about this apartment, is who is here? Is it Rosa? Is it Adam? Is it a child? Or is it a soldier or somebody else? Spirits, if you're in here, please speak through this box on the table, okay? We will actually be able to communicate with you.
Help me.
Do you need help? I'm here to help you. I'm here to talk to you.
Yellow.
Yellow. What is yellow?
Blue.
Blue.
I'm dead.
You're dead. Are you seeing?
Yes.
Are you seeing the yellow and blue lights in here?
Blue.
You're in the blue room. Are you in the bedroom with the blue light? If so, can you make the bear on the bed go off? Are you a Civil War soldier? Are you Rosa?
24. Lanyard.
What was that? Did you just scratch on that?
Tomorrow.
Did you just scratch on that painting? Who just scratched on this painting? Tell me your name. That was extremely weird. I heard something scratch on that wall. Can you do that again? Do you know Tom? Hannah? Did you just move?
I'm dead.
I just saw a shadow on that wall.
What?
I just saw a shadow on that wall, dude. It looked like Hannah walked in front of a light and she said she did not move.
Yeah.
I saw a shadow on this wall right there. It went like that.
Alright, well, it is to that point where we move on to our next part.
Are you down?
Let's do this. Alright, children. Alright, Rosa, we're coming back down to your pit.
We're gonna follow up on what Noah caught on his challenge down here in the pit. He had a rock thrown at him. But we have the scare bear over here on this table where there's toys for children. And if anything were to touch this bear right here, it will light up. So maybe the kids want to play with it. I'm also gonna set the REM pod up on this bench exactly where it went off last time. This bench is a hot spot. REM pod is set up right here. This shackle where I chained Noah up right next to it is the exact spot where children would be shackled to this wall. And so we're gonna be back here doing an Estes method.
Alright, are there any children down here with us in this basement?
What, dude?
I heard a thump in there.
Who's over there?
Was that you who made that thump noise back there? Are you trying to get our attention? Could you tell me what your name is?
You're stupid.
That's a little rude. If you need help back there, can you make another noise? Rosa, why did you hurt these children? Or was it just because you're a cruel person?
Wasn't me.
Wasn't you? Are we talking to Rosa?
Ha ha ha.
Are we talking to Rosa?
It's me.
Rosa?
My name?
Yeah, say your name.
Get back here.
Oh, I'm done. Why the hell no? I'm not going back
I
there.
promise I won't hurt you.
I'm not going back there. I'm not going back there.
I'll kill you.
No, you won't. Are there any children down here? Do you need
They're
help?
around me.
How many kids did you kill?
I know or hide Noah.
Don't say hi to me. Unless you're a little kid.
You're good. You're chill. You got it. Alright, Noah's gonna go under in the Estes and see if we can continue speaking. If there's any spirits down here, I want you to speak through Noah, through my brother, in that box, just like you did me. Okay? Who was Noah talking to? What's your name? Who's he talking to?
I'm here.
Who are you?
Evil.
You evil?
Sorry.
Whoever's down here, we're only gonna be here for a minute, so I need you to talk to me, okay? Is there any kids down here? Could you try touching that bear that's right there on the table?
Can I play?
Yes, you're welcome to play. Can you touch that bear right there? I brought that for you. You could also touch this red light over here on the table. That's a little toy you could play with.
Which one?
Which one? Oh, this one right here. Not that one. That one's not gonna do anything. That's just what you're talking. Why? I mean, that one won't do anything. This one will light up. Did Rosa lock you up down here? I heard something over there. Is someone over by the table?
I see you.
Where you at? Where are you?
I know why.
You know why what? What do you know?
I'll help you.
You'll help me? I thought you needed help. I don't need any help. I'm good. Can you say my name back to me? It's Jake. Or his name. It's no.
Oh my god, it said Rosa?
Rosa. I mean, that's not my name, but are you Rosa?
Just say your name.
Dude, take him off! Take him off!
What?
I just got chills. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I just freaked out, dude. Sorry, I just freaked out, dude. I just freaked out, dude. Sorry, I just freaked out, dude. Yes, I've been hearing damn sounds by that table, dude. Oh my god, I got full body chills, everybody. You don't understand how intelligent that was. That was the most intelligent Estes I've ever heard in my life. Alright, so we just had probably the craziest Estes dude I've ever done, ever. Yeah. So I'm gonna go back into the pit where these children were also tortured. And it's probably the darkest place here. It's time for us to go back there. You ready?
I'm ready.
Coming back in your pit. Coming in. Remember coming here as a 10-year-old, 6-year-old?
Yeah. Did I ever tell you that about my thing that I thought the pit was? Dad made it seem like the pit was like a big tunnel system. Like it started here, and like there was 2 hallways, like on that side and on that side, and then they went all the way back and met like this one, but like another one, so it'd be like a big square. He made it seem like one of these dolls was like in the back corner or something. You know, like go all the way back there. Dude, chill.
Somebody just touched me. Dude,
chill, Jacob, chill.
Oh my god, dude. Relax. I swear to God, man, I was touched. I swear on everything, dude. Oh my god, it finally happened. Right here, it was like tugging on my hair.
I'm not freaking going back there, dude.
Who just touched me?
Can you make yourself known? Are you a child? Are you stuck back here? Did you get his attention because you wanted help?
I'm gonna roll a bullet to you. We're here to play with you. Rosa can't hurt you back here. She's dead. Can you roll one of those back to us, please?
Is anybody out in the hallway? We're gonna be leaving this pit here in a second. We're honestly just here to talk. Can you please do something so we know you're here?
We're gonna go in the darkness. Now's your chance to do literally anything. You can throw a rock, you can move a ball. Ready? Who's out there? Who's coming back towards us? I'm gonna jump scare Rosa Carmichael. Last chance to come up on us. Nope, not today.
Let's get out of here.
We've done it. Rosa, children, anybody who might be down here, we've conquered you again. Ready for the Farnsworth House?
No.
Me neither. It's one place we've never been. But for now, we're out of here.
I will be back. And I will see you again.
We're heading to part 3 of our 3-part investigation. We just got done at the orphanage and we are now here at the Farnsworth House. We have never ever stepped foot inside this building.
This is the Farnsworth House. At the time of the battle, it was heavily occupied by Confederate sharpshooters. What had happened is they pushed the Union through town up towards Cemetery Hill up above the Jennie Wade House. And then they were left down here in this little area between the 2 hills that used to be known as the Sleepy Hollow of Gettysburg. So what they did, they went up into our attic and made a sharpshooter's nest out of the attic. And then all of the white specks on the side of the house are bullet holes. There are over 100 bullet holes on the side of the house. And then they believe that the bullet that actually shot Jennie Wade was shot from the attic of the Farnsworth House.
All right, I'll follow you.
All right. It bothered me. Awesome. So you can see that window over there. That is where the sharpshooters would have taken aim from, out of that window.
Wow.
this is like a diorama of what the houses looked like back then.
Uh-huh.
So ours was the Sweeney house closest to you.
Uh-huh.
The Jennie Wade House is the one with the double chimney up there, across the street with the little. So you can see it's just a straight diagonal shot.
Yeah.
So that, but yeah, things that go on up here, the door will swing open a lot of times, so I shut it and latch it. I mean, it's not going to do it. It still does it sometimes. You'll hear the latch flip and the door will swing. Been there, I've been tapped on the shoulder before, and I think it is one of the soldiers that's here in the house. His name's Walter. He was one of the sharpshooters here in the house, but he wasn't killed up here. He was killed on the side porch that used to be down there. He was shot in the neck. Red hair, red beard, very fiery attitude. He's from Louisiana. And there's a little boy that's in the house as well. His name is Jeremy. He was a little boy that lived up the street. He was out in front of the house playing a game called horse tag. It was probably the 1890s. Horse tag was a game where they'd run up and tag the horse and run away. When he tagged the horse and carriage trampled him. I know he's in the house. I've seen him. That is the only thing in all the years that I've ever worked here that I saw something.
All right, so we're up here in the attic of the Farnsworth House, and there's a few Confederate spirits that are said to be up here. So we're gonna throw our gear around and see what we can capture. So the first thing is a cat ball. I think I'm gonna put this over here by where the sharpshooter's nest is. So that should not go off unless it has to move, like physically move. All right, set?
Yep.
Okay, we're also, as you can see, wearing full Union uniforms as a trigger object, especially considering that there's Confederate soldiers up here. We'll see if that could possibly trigger anything. Okay. All right, I'll come over here. You want to sit back there by the... Was that you?
No.
Can you back away from that, please?
Okay.
What?
That's the first time the REM pod went off, in my eyes at least.
Is there anyone back here?
I am not touching that bench.
No.
Someone in the back corner, can you back away from that REM pod? Wow.
Yeah.
That was twice already. Whatsoever.
Mine goes off all the time over here.
That hasn't gone
And the little boy, a lot of times,
There he
probably
goes.
him again. And he drives me crazy with it sometimes. And I literally will be like, Jeremy, could you please back away from that and let it just stop for just a few minutes and let me have a break with it? And he'll stop.
It was like going with your story.
Yeah, he literally will stop. He'll stop playing with it for literally like 2 minutes and then he goes right back to it. He's
Jeremy, is that you? If so, can you light that up for me? We came here to talk to you, buddy.
If you're the child spirit, can you go up to that REM pod again?
It's just weird. It hasn't gone off at all in multiple investigations.
Yeah.
Not even the sanatorium. If there's any Confederate soldiers up here, are you okay that we're wearing Union uniforms? We were just over at the Jennie Wade House, where it's possible that one of you shot Jennie Wade and you killed her. Did you know that you killed her? Do you have any idea? It's crazy. Like, that's the window.
That is the window.
It's so weird. It is the window. It's like, yeah. So are you a Confederate soldier? Yeah.
Walter, is that you?
There's a cat ball on the ground. If anybody's in here, you could also move that ball. How many Confederate soldiers lost their life up here? Could you tell me by touching that REM pod? How many soldiers died here? It's like 7 or something.
Holy
What?
8.
Is that all? Dude, my heart's like racing. I haven't gotten anything.
It's never been this intelligent in
Never.
months.
You guys weren't kidding. Thank you for answering. We really appreciate that. Could you answer me? Could you light that REM pod up if you knew that you killed Jennie Wade? Did you know? Can you make that REM pod light up if you didn't know that you killed Jennie Wade, the civilian girl? Oh my gosh.
Dude,
What is happening?
that is nuts.
Walter, are you up here, buddy? Light up the REM pod and I'll play your song. No? Alright. Oh, you do want me to play? You want me me to play it?
Oh yeah, there he goes.
All right,
Wow.
I'll play your song for you. There, I'm playing your song. You love this song, I know. All right, Walter, I'm going to shut it off, all right? Thank you for lighting that up for me. So.
Thank you for talking, Walter. There it is.
You're welcome. Tell you what, there have been times I've been down here and I think, oh wow, I could sleep down here. It feels so good. There's times I'm shutting things down and I feel really comfortable, and there's times I feel like I want out of here.
Just get out, yeah.
Because I feel like somebody's watching.
All right, guys, we're about to enter the cellar of the Farnsworth House. Let's go.
April Brutes, she's called the New Jersey housewife psychic medium, and she's down and she said that there is a portal in that mirror that cannot be closed, and she gets a lot of energy from that mirror.
When we did stories on here, they always told us don't go back behind the curtain. Now there wasn't a door there at first, it was just the curtain, and inside there about 4 feet in, there's another door, and that door leads to the old part of the cellar. Well, they had let a reenactor go back there. He got about halfway back, felt something tug on his sleeve, and when he turned around to come out, he was stepping out of that inside door and something grabbed his pant leg. And as he got out here in the light, there was a muddy handprint on his leg. So they put a door on it and they locked it and they called in Lorraine Warren. So Lorraine came, she did a light cleansing of the house, and this is the mark that she put on the door to bless the catacombs.
Alright, so now we're in the cellar, and this is the door that leads to a back part of this cellar that's original dirt floors and everything, and right there is a cross that Lorraine Warren herself drew on this door after she blessed that back area. Walter or Jeremy or any spirits who might be here, you're welcome to come talk with us. This back here is my brother Noah. I'm Jake. I'm gonna turn this light out for a minute, okay?
Yeah.
You're the only one basically they'll be able to see through that camera. And boom. All the lights are off. Would you like to do something for us? Walter, can you go sit beside my brother over there? Can any spirit tell me what is behind this door over here that has the cross drawn on it? Can you tell me? Knock on it. Go for it. Who's back there? Can you knock back? Alright guys, I'm back here where it all started tonight in front of the Jennie Wade House. There's Jenny right there. Every time I come to Gettysburg, something different happens. I love it here. This is my favorite place on earth. Our experiences tonight really proved that these locations that we've been coming to since we were kids, and a new one, the Farnsworth House, are truly haunted.
All right, everyone. Tonight at Gettysburg, the return has been an absolutely amazing opportunity. Going here since I was a little kid, I was always terrified because I would go down in the basement of the orphanage, and I feel like I was always experiencing something every time I would come here.
This place did not disappoint again. We had footsteps and voices in the Jennie Wade House. We had voices and footsteps in the orphanage in an extremely intelligent S's method. And then we had the most intelligent REM pod session I have ever been a part of over in the Farnsworth House, a place where I have never been in all my times coming to Gettysburg. I'm glad I got to challenge Noah down in the basement of the orphanage, where he developed his love for the paranormal and his interest from an experience he had when he was a child. Really kind of torture him down there. I feel really bad about it, and I know he is gonna get me back tenfold.
Me being challenged down in the orphanage was definitely the hardest challenge we have ever done yet. The orphanage has never disappointed me and has always scared me. Being handcuffed with no lights in complete darkness down in the basement, seeing and feeling what it'd be like for these orphans and the kids, I couldn't imagine what it would have been like sitting there for hours.
So all in all, it was an extremely successful night. I'm sad to leave as always, but I know for a fact we will be back.
Knowing myself and Jacob, I know for a fact we will be back in Gettysburg here very soon. Our love for this location will never end, and we will be coming back until the day we die. I want to thank Tom for everything he has done for us this entire trip. None of this would have been done without Tom. We love you, Tom. Thank you for everything, and I think it's time for us to go back home.
All of these buildings, the Jennie Wade House behind me, the Orphanage right there, and the Farnsworth House right down the street, are some of the most haunted buildings in the world, and tonight's investigation proved that. Every single square foot of this town is haunted. It's been a crazy night, a lot of investigating, and I am just ready to go home and sleep.
We hope to see you guys soon, and we'll be back, better than ever.
We'll see you guys in the next investigation. So for now, we're gonna head home. We're gonna get out of Gettysburg, and we will see you guys at the next haunted location.